Hello, third graders, and welcome to our lesson. Today we're going to talk about environment. Now, our surroundings include plants like these trees, these flowers, animals like fish, insects like these butterflies, sky, clouds, these mountains, water, all that surrounds and affects the life of a living thing is called its environment. Now, environment includes all living and non-living things. Living and non-living things. Now look at these two pictures. Look at them carefully and name what do you see in these two pictures. Take a minute. Rocks, soil, air, you can't see air but it's there, plants, snails, these are snails, and these are earthworms. So, environment includes all living and non-living things. And there are many different environments. So look at this picture. I want you to name living things that you see in this environment and non-living things that you see in this environment. Let's start with living things. What do you see in this environment? Living things. What living things do you see in this environment? Plants, excellent. Fish, frog, and ladybug and dragonfly. Now what about non-living things? What non-living things do you see in this environment? Water, of course, rocks and soil, air, sunlight. So, environment includes all living and non-living things. Living and non-living things. So again, all that surrounds and affects the life of a living thing is called its environment. Environment includes all living and non-living things, and there are many different kinds of environments. Look at this picture for an example. This is a water environment in the sea or in the ocean, desert environment, polar environment or cold region environment, and in this picture, forest environment. So environments can be big or they can be small, like this fish tank. This is also an environment. It includes living and non-living things. Living and non-living things. Living and non-living things. Okay, so different plants and animals live in different environment. They adapt to the environment where they live. What's the meaning of adapt? They adapt to the environment where they live. That means animals or plants, they have special parts or traits or features. They have special parts or different special parts that help them stay safe, to get food and water in their environment. Now, this is a forest environment and this is a desert environment. Animals in the forest have parts that help them live in their environment, in their forest. Trees also or plants also adapt in their environment. What about in the desert? As you know, desert is hot and dry, right? So, animals and plants that live in the desert, they adapt to live in this hot environment or in this dry environment. They have special parts that help them live there to get food, to stay safe, to get water, and etc. Okay, now the part of an environment where a plant or an animal lives is its habitat. Its habitat, like its home, right? So the part of an environment where a plant or an animal lives is its habitat. Now, here's a question. In what kind of habitat does a fish need to live? In what kind of habitat does a fish need to live? Now, as you know, fish need uh, water, right? Salty or fresh, depending on the kind of the fish. They need water and they need food and they need shelter. So they're gonna live in a habitat that has water, food, and places to hide. That's shelter. Living things will survive only if they get what they need. So, different plants and animals live in different environments, right? Now, the part of an environment where a plant or an animal lives is its habitat. So, they need to find what they need in their habitat to stay alive, to survive. Now, how animals and plants adapt in their habitats? Let's take examples. In desert, for an example, you can find plants like cactus, right? Now, the thick stem of a cactus holds water. The cactus has thick stems that hold water to help cactus live in the desert. Another example of desert uh, living things is this lizard. This lizard has spotted skin. Spotted skin. It helps the lizard blend in with its desert environment. Now, animals of the desert, they find shade under rocks or under the ground. They look for food at night when it's cooler. Many desert animals get water from the food they eat. Now, look at this picture. Do you know what's the name of this animal? This is a mountain goat. This is a mountain goat. It has special hooves. It has special hooves that help it climb rocky slopes in the mountain. It can climb mountains without uh, falling down. Why? Because they have this special hooves. So, hooves help mountain goats climb rocky slopes in the mountains. Now look at this picture. Do you know what this is? This is a bird. It's a macaw. This macaw has a large beak. This large beak helps a macaw crack open the nuts it's found in the forest. See? It can open the nuts using its big beak. Now look at this picture. As you can see, fish have fins to help them swim or move easily in the sea. Now, these are examples. These are examples of some parts for these animals or for the cactus, a plant, that help them stay safe, help them move, help them get food and water. Let's take this question. Match each living thing to its trait that helps it adapt in its environment or in its habitat. It has spotted skin. It has unique hooves or special hooves. It has a large beak. It has fins. Now, in this picture, you can see a macaque, desert lizard, fish, and mountain goat. Now, let's start with it has spotted skin. Which animal of these four has spotted skin? Yes, it's the lizard because it helps it blend in, hide from the predators. It has unique hooves. Which animal has unique hooves? Mountain goat, yes. Hooves help mountain goats climb rocky slopes in the mountains. To the third trait, it has a large beak. Large beak. Which one has a large beak? It's the macaque. Yes, the macaque has large beak that helps it open the nuts. Last one, it has fins. The fish, of course, has fins that help them move easily in the sea. Now to the last question. How cactus adapt in its environment? As you know, cactus live in the desert. It's hot, it's dry, and cactus has thick stems that hold water. It holds water. Okay? So that's it for today, third graders. I hope you enjoyed our lesson. I know I did. I'll see you next time, inshallah.